Let us start with module 3. In this module 3 we have partial differential equations. In short we can say PDE. First topic is the formation of PDEs by elimination of arbitrary constants and functions. Now let us see how do we form a differential equation when a function is given. First topic is formation of PDE by eliminating arbitrary constants and arbitrary functions. Let us take one problem in this. Question is form the PDE by eliminating the arbitrary constants. Let us see first how do we eliminate arbitrary constants to form PDE. So this is the function. Here z depends on x and y. Z is a function of x and y, and these are the arbitrary constants. These a and b are the arbitrary constants. That is what we need to eliminate a and b and form our PDE. So to get PDE, we need to differentiate. We need to differentiate partially with respect to x, then with respect to y we will differentiate. Let us go for the solution. By data, z is this. Call this as equation number 1. Differentiating partially with respect to x and y. With respect to x first, then with respect to y we will differentiate. Now let us differentiate with respect to x first. We call P as dou by dou x. We denote partial differentiation of z with respect to x as P. This is a simple notation for our dou z by dou x. This has to be remembered. We can write dou z by dou x as P. So we have differentiated z with respect to x. Now let us differentiate this also with respect to x. We all know when you are differentiating with respect to x partially, your y remains as constant. Y will be taken as constant. So if you treat y as constant, this complete term will be a constant. This complete term will be a constant. So how do we differentiate? Constant as it is. We have taken the constant as it is. Differentiation of this term with respect to x. What is the differentiation of x? 1 plus differentiation of a, which is a constant, will be 0. Differentiation of a we have taken it as 0. If you simplify, what you get? Y plus b. So this is our dou by dou x, or we call as p. We call it as p. Now let us differentiate our z with respect to y now. Call it as 2. Dou z by dou y. Differentiation of z with respect to y partially is denoted as q. Is denoted as small q. Now since we are differentiating with respect to y, your x will be constant. We treat x as constant. So if you treat x as constant, this whole term will remain as constant. So we write this constant as it is, x plus a as it is. Differentiation of this term, differentiation of y is 1 plus differentiation of b will be 0. So this gives only x plus a, call it as 3. Right? Now what is our aim finally? Our aim is we need to eliminate this a and b. We need to eliminate this a and b and get our partial differential quantities. See, you can observe in equation 2 and 3, in the place of x plus a, here you can replace it by dou by dou y, so that we can eliminate this x plus a from the function. So what we do? We replace x plus a, whose value is dou z by dou y, in this place. You can put dou z by dou y, or you can put just q in this place. And also in the place of y plus b, here you can replace it by dou z by dou x, or you can replace it by p, so that b also will get eliminated from the function. Now let us say, using 2 and 3, we are going to use equations 2 and 3 in equation 1. Using 2 and 3 in equation 1, what we get? We replace here q, here we replace p. So we get a pq. Z is equal to pq. So this is our PDE. See, this is our PDE, the required PDE. Okay? This is our required partial differential equation by eliminating arbitrary constants. See, there is no constant here. There is no a, there is no b. We have completely eliminated during the process. Why we are calling it as PDE? Because we have dou z by dou x, dou z by dou y. So that's why it is a PDE. So this is how we eliminated arbitrary constants to form a PDE. So let us see a note. What do we mean by P? Dou z by dou x. So which can also be written as z suffix x. Z suffix x means differentiation of z with respect to x partially. And Q is dou z by dou y. Dou z by dou y, which can be written as zy. R. What do you mean by small r? Small r is dou square z by dou x square. If you differentiate this once again, if you differentiate dou z by dou x once again, dou square z by dou x square, it will be called as small r, or zxx. And yes, what do we mean by yes? Dou square z by dou x dou y. Dou square z by dou x dou y is called as yes. If you differentiate this again with respect to x, we can write this as dou by dou x of dou z by dou y. We can write this like this. Dou z by dou x of dou z by dou y is nothing but dou square z by dou x dou y. So it is called as yes, or we can write z x y. And what is t? Double derivative of this. If you differentiate this once again with respect to y, you will get dou square z by dou y square, which can be written as z y y. Let us take one more problem. So this is a function. Containing arbitrary constants a and b. That's what we need to eliminate. By data we have this. Differentiating one partially with respect to x and y. Let us differentiate this with respect to x and y. If you differentiate this, two constant as it is, differentiation of z with respect to x is dou z by dou x is equal to, now if you differentiate this with respect to x, what is constant? First of all, divided by a square is constant, or we can write that 2 it as p, then divided by a square is constant, differentiation of x square is 2x. And what is the differentiation of this? Since we are differentiating with respect to x, y is constant, so this differentiation goes to 0. So your 2p is equal to 2x by a square here. So this is our equation we got on differentiation. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. What remains? P is equal to x by a square, or here we get p is equal to x by a square, right? Now since we need to eliminate the constant a square, let us cross multiply and separate our a square. Cross multiply a square here and p here. If you cross multiply, you will get this. So a square is equal to x by p. So that's what we can put in the place of a square. A square can be replaced as x by p here to eliminate a square. So by differentiating partially with respect to x, we got one concluding point. Now let us go with respect to let us differentiate with respect to y. As it is, differentiation of z with respect to y is dou z by dou y. Since we are differentiating with respect to y, your x remains constant. X is constant. Since x is constant, this differentiation of this term will be eliminated and make it as 0. Then what is the differentiation of this? Divided by b square will be constant. Divided by b square will be constant, and differentiation of y square is 2y. Here we have called dou z by dou y as q. 2 into dou z by dou y, which can also be written as 2q, is equal to the differentiation. Now what happens? As before, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, and then we cross multiply b square this side and q this side. So what you get? B square is equal to y by q. B square is equal to y by q. Now what we do? We use 2 and 3 in equation 1. That is, in the place of a square I can put x by p here. In the place of b square I can put y by q here. So using 2 and 3 in equation 1 we obtain. Let us use 2 and 3. We have written 2z as it is. 2z as it is. Now we are going to rewrite our equation 1 with the help of these quantities. 2z as it is. X square also as it is. This x square as it is. Into, if you replace in the place of a square x by p, and if you take it to the reciprocal, it becomes reverse. It becomes p by x and multiplied here. Here we have done. If you take it to the reciprocal, you will get into p by x. Similarly, we put in the place of b square y by q and take it to the reciprocal to the numerator. You will get a q by y next, y square into q by y. So we have eliminated our constants a square and b square. We have eliminated. This is no a square b square. X and 1x will get cancelled. 1y 1y will get cancelled. What remains? xp plus yq. So 2z is equal to xp plus yq. 2z is equal to xp plus yq is the required PDE. So this is how we eliminate our arbitrary constants to form partial differential equation. Let us see one more problem. One equation is given. In the earlier problem, z was separated. 2z, it looks like this 2z depends on x and y. 2z depends on x and y. That's why we differentiated z with respect to x and z with respect to y. And in this problem, it is directly given like this. We need to express z square as a functions of x and y. We need to take these things to the other side. So z square is equal to 1 minus a square minus ax square, then minus by square. Now it is clearly seen that z square is depending on x and y. Now what we have to do, we need to eliminate our a and we need to eliminate our b. Differentiating partially with respect to x and y, differentiation of z square. See here we have chain rule. Z square depends on the value of z, but again z depends on x and y. So we need to use the chain rule here. It is like a function of a function. We differentiate z square with respect to z. What you get? 2z. Differentiation of z square with respect to z is 2z. Again we need to differentiate z partially with respect to x. If you differentiate z with respect to x partially, what you get? Dou z by dou x. So this is what we are going to write now. Z square differentiation is 2z into dou z by dou x. Like this. Okay. Now differentiation of 1 is 0 and differentiation of this, what happens? Minus a is constant. Differentiation of x square is 2x. Here we have written the same thing as this. 2zp we have written. And differentiation of this is this. What is the differentiation of minus by square? It is 0 because we are differentiating with respect to x. Y is constant. And in the next step, what is your a? If you simplify this further, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled on dividing both sides by 2. So what is your a? A is equal to minus, this minus will be multiplied this side, minus zp by x. Call it as equation number 2. So we got to know what is the a to be put here. Let us similarly differentiate with respect to y partially now. Let us differentiate partially y with respect to y. Z, we are differentiating with respect to y. Again we need to use the same chain rule. Only thing is here you will get 2z dou z by dou y. with respect to y we have to differentiate. And this can also be written as 2z into q. 2z q. Now let us differentiate this. Differentiation of 1 is 0. 0. Differentiation of minus x square is also 0 because we are differentiating with respect to y. X is constant. And what is the differentiation of minus by square? It will be minus 2by. Minus 2by. Now if you simplify this further, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. If you separate your b is equal to minus will be multiplied this side. B is equal to minus z cube by y. B is equal to minus z cube by y. So we got to know what are our the values of a and b. What are the values of a and b? Now we say using 2 and 3 in one we obtain. Let us use equation 2 and 3 in equation 1. That is in the place of a, we use equation number 2. In the place of b, we use equation number 3. So we are going to use 2 and 3 in this equation to eliminate a and b. So that is in the place of a we put minus of zp by x. Let us put now here. This minus and this minus will get plus. So what you have? 1 minus into minus plus, and what happens if you put here this x and 1x will get cancelled. How? Here I will show you. This is minus a, right? Minus a. In the place of a, what we need to put? Minus of zp divided by x. So this is minus a x square. 1x will get cancelled, and minus plus. So what you get? You get zpx in the next step. So we have put 1x and 1x will get cancelled. And similarly, if you put in the place of b3, this minus and this minus will be plus. What do you get? Z cube by y into y square. 1y will get cancelled. So what you get is, if you take this 1 to the other side, you get z square minus 1 is equal to z is common. Z is common. If you take z outside after cancellation, what do you get? Z into px plus qy. Px plus qy. If you take z outside as a common factor, you will get px plus qy. So this is how we have eliminated the constants a and b to form the PDE. Let us see the next problem. We need to form the partial differential equation by eliminating the arbitrary constant a and the arbitrary constant b. So what we do? We differentiate partially. So by data z is given as this, call it as equation number 1. If you differentiate partially with respect to x, you will get dou z by dou x, which is called as small p. It is called as small p. Now let us differentiate this with respect to x. Now this is of the form. This function. Anyhow, this a is constant. We write a as it is. We keep a as it is. What about this? This is a function of a function. So here, this is function of a function. Here we have log of x square plus y square. So what we have? Log depends on x square plus y square. That is log depends on x square plus y square. But this x square plus y square is then depending on x and y. X and y. So we differentiate log with respect to x square plus y square. If you differentiate log with respect to this, what you get is 1 divided by x square plus y square. Differentiation of log with respect to this function is this. Because if you differentiate just log x, what you get is 1 by x. Then we differentiate x square with respect to x partially. We have to differentiate this with respect to x partially and multiply here. What is the differentiation of x square? It is 2x. And what is the differentiation of y square with respect to x? It is 0. So it is just 2x divided by x square plus y square. What we do? A as it is, A as it is. Differentiation of log with respect to this is 1 divided by x square plus y square, 1 divided by x square plus y square, into differentiation of this function with respect to x. What do you get? 2x. So this completes the differentiation of this with respect to x partially. Plus, what is the differentiation of b? It is 0. So what is your p therefore? So your p is equal to 2ax divided by this. P is equal to 2ax divided by x square plus y square. Call it as equation number 2. Now let us go and differentiate partially with respect to y. Dou z by dou y, that is q. Now if you differentiate this with respect to y, what you get? Same thing, a divided by x square plus y square into differentiation of this with respect to y. What you get? Differentiation of x square goes to 0, differentiation of y square is 2y. So this completes the differentiation by using chain rule. And what is the differentiation of b again? It is again 0. With respect to y, if you differentiate any constant, that goes to 0. So therefore q is equal to 2ay divided by x square plus y square. So this is our equation number 3. So we have p and we have q. See, we have equation number 1, 2, equation number 3. Our aim is to eliminate a comma b. Our aim is to eliminate a comma b. It is left to you. You can combine 2 and 3 in 1, or you can combine just 2 and 3, or you can combine just 1 and 2. In any way, by combining any equations, any number of equations, if you are able to eliminate a and b from the picture after combining, that is your differential equation, PDE, right? Now let us combine these two. If you combine these two, if you combine these two, your arbitrary constant will get eliminated, because in this equation there is no b. In this equation also there is no b. Only left out is a and a. So if you combine these two, you can eliminate even a also. So the question is, how do we combine? Should we add, or should we subtract, or should we divide? Which operation is the best suitable for the combination here? See, if you subtract or add, a will not get eliminated. Only thing is, if you divide these two equations, your a and a will get cancelled. These things will get cancelled if you divide these two equations. So what we write? By dividing equation 2 by 3, what you get? Let us see. By dividing 2 by 3, we get, see what? In the LHS you will get P by Q is equal to. If you divide this by this, what happens? This 2 will get cancelled, a get cancelled, and from the denominators x square plus y square, x square plus y square will get cancelled. So what remains? X divided by y. So all these terms are getting cancelled. Let us be clear with this. X square plus y square I will write as it is into. If you take this term to the numerator, what you get? If you take this to the numerator, what you get? X square plus y square divided by 2ay. It gets reversed. Now you can see this 2a and this 2a will get cancelled. X square plus y square, x square plus y square. What remains? Just x by y. So what you got? P by q is equal to x by y. So where is a and b? There are no a and b. We have eliminated the arbitrary constants a and b. So what answer you get here? It is just x by y. Now cross multiply this. Py is equal to qx. Py is equal to qx. If you take this qx to the LHS, what you get? Py minus qx is equal to 0 is the required PDE. So this is how we have combined equation 2 and 3. It is best suitable for to eliminate a and b here. So let us see the next problem. Find the PDE of what? Family of all spheres. Whose centers lie on the plane z is equal to 0. Whose centers of the spheres lies on the plane z is equal to 0. What do you mean by z is equal to 0 plane? This is nothing but xy plane. Plane z is equal to 0 is xy plane. Because if this is your y axis, this is your x axis, and this is your y axis. Where is your z axis? This is your z axis. X axis, y axis, and this is your z axis. If this z becomes 0, there is no z axis. So what is your plane? It is xy plane. So where are the centers lying on this plane? So we have spheres. Spheres of constant radius r. The radius is same for all the spheres. That is what they are saying, constant radius r. So what we need to find first of all? We need to first find what are the equations of such spheres. We need to find what are the equations of such spheres whose centers are on xy plane. Let us find out. The coordinates of the center of the sphere can be taken as, coordinates of the center is this, because your z-axis is 0. Only you will get a and b. A is the x coordinate and b is the y coordinate, where a and b are arbitrary constants. Arbitrarily your center may be here or your center may be here, anywhere. So a and b are varying quantities, arbitrary constants. You can select any values, and r is constant radius. What is such a equation? The equation of the sphere is given by, this is the equation, where a, b, 0 is the center of the sphere, r is the radius of the sphere. If you simplify this further, what you get? x minus a whole square, y minus b whole square plus z square is equal to r square. So you can treat your z as a function of x and y. You can treat z as function of x and y and start differentiating and try to eliminate your a and b. We need to eliminate the arbitrary constants a and b now. So this was not given in the question. They had given on physical problem which we have to analyze and we have to represent this in terms of mathematical equation. Then we have to solve the problem. That is, we need to find the partial differential equation. Here a and b are arbitrary constants and have to be eliminated. Differentiating your equation 1 partially with respect to x and y. Let us differentiate partially with respect to x. What is the differentiation of this? 2 into x minus a plus differentiation of this term will go to 0 because we are differentiating partially with respect to x first. Goes to 0. And what is the differentiation of z square? It is 2z into dou z by dou x. It is 2z into dou z by dou x. What is the dou z by dou x? We call it as p. Here, what is the differentiation of r square? What is the differentiation of r square? It is 0 because r is constant. R is constant. It is not a varying quantity. It is constant. So differentiation of r is 0. So this is the differentiation with respect to x partially. Now let us differentiate with respect to y now. What is the differentiation of this with respect to y if you differentiate? 0. 2 into y minus b plus. What is the differentiation of this with respect to y? 2z into dou z by dou y. 2z into dou z by dou y means q is equal to 0. Now here if you divide by 2, this 2 will get cancelled. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. If you divide both the equations by 2. So, and then if you take this zp to the RHS and zq to the RHS, what you get? What you get is this x minus a is equal to minus zp and y minus b is equal to minus zq. Now see, we are almost done with the problem. See, if you combine these two with the equation number 1, carefully observe, in the place of x minus a we have minus zp and in the place of y minus b we have minus zq. So we can put here minus zp whole square minus zq whole square. Your a and b will get eliminated. Substituting these in equation 1, what do you get? The minus zp whole square plus minus zq whole square plus z square is equal to r square. See, there are no a and b. It is completely independent of arbitrary constants. Let us further simplify this. If you simplify further, z square is common. Z square is common. If you take z square outside, what remains? P square minus will be plus because of the square. P square plus q square plus 1. P square plus q square plus 1 is equal to r square is the required PDE. So we have solved this problem. Now let us form the differential equation for this function by eliminating the arbitrary constants a, b and c. By data, what is given is this: differentiating partially with respect to x and y. We are differentiating one with respect to x and y by treating z as a function of x and y. Let us consider z as a function of x and y and we differentiate partially with respect to x and y. If we differentiate with respect to x first, 1 by a square is constant as it is. Differentiation of x square is 2x plus differentiation of y square by b will be 0, because if we are differentiating partially with respect to x, y is constant, plus 1 divided by c square is constant, we write as it is. Differentiation of z square is function of a function. We need to use chain rule. Differentiation of z square is 2z into dou z by dou x, that is 2z into p. Dou z by dou x as p is equal to 0. Now let us differentiate partially with respect to y now. Differentiation of if you differentiate partially with respect to y, this term will be 0, and b square is constant as it is. Differentiation of y square is 2y plus divided by c square as it is. Differentiation of z square is 2z into dou z by dou y, because we are differentiating with respect to y. Dou z by dou y is q is equal to 0. Now if you divide both sides by 2, 2 gets cancelled. Here also 2 will get cancelled. What you get is this as equation number 2, and after cancellation this as equation number 3. So we got equation 1, 2, 3. If you observe here, in whatever way if you combine, you cannot able to, if you are not, will not be able to eliminate a, b, c, because we have 3 arbitrary constants. Since we have 3 arbitrary constants, these partial derivatives, first order partial derivatives, are not sufficient to eliminate the arbitrary constants a, b, c. So we need to go for second order partial derivatives, because we have 3 arbitrary constants and it is not possible to eliminate with the help of first order partial derivatives. Now differentiating 2, let us differentiate 2 once again with respect to x partially. If we differentiate this with respect to x, the differentiation of x is 1, a square is constant. So what do we get? 1 by a square plus 1 by c square is constant, right, as it is, 1 by c square. If you want to differentiate this with respect to x, we need to use the product rule, because z is depending on x, and dou z by dou x, that is p, is also depending on x. Z is a function of x, p, that is dou z by dou x, is also a function of x. So we need to use product rule. How do we use the product rule? First function as it is, differentiation of p. What is p? Dou z by dou x. If you differentiate p once again, what you get is dou square z by dou x square. We already know what we had called for dou square z by dou x square. It was called as r. So differentiation of p with respect to x will be r. The first function as it is, differentiation of second function plus second function p as it is, differentiation of z, that is dou z by dou x. What do we mean by dou z by dou x? Dou z by dou x is again p. Dou z by dou x is again p. P into p will be p square. P into p will be p square. So let us call this as equation number 4. Now you can observe here. See, with the help of this equation 2, if you use in 4, you can eliminate your a square. See here, we have 1 by a square here. If you rewrite this equation 2 in terms of 1 by a square and substitute that here, your a square will get eliminated. Let me write down this equation 4 one side. What we have? 1 by a square plus 1 by c square to zr plus p square is equal to 0. So this is your equation number 4. Now let us rewrite equation number 2 to get the value of a square, 1 by a square. I am going to rewrite equation number 2. So x by a square is equal to, if you take it to the RHS, it becomes minus zp by c square. So what is 1 by a square? 1 by a square is equal to minus zp by x will come this side. So what you get? 1 by a square is equal to minus zp by x into c square or c square x. Now in this place, we are going to take this in this place, in equation number 4. In the place of 1 by a square, we are going to substitute this. Let us substitute now. Substituting this in equation number 4, what you get? This is your equation number 4. So in the place of 1 by a square, I have substituted this value, and I have taken the other term to the RHS. To the RHS, it becomes minus 1 by c square into this, right? Now to this, it is very easy to eliminate c square here itself. If you multiply both sides by minus by both sides by c square or minus c square, you multiply both sides by minus c square will get cancelled, c square will get cancelled, minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus. So what you get is this thing, zp, and this x we are going to multiply, cross multiply here. If you multiply this x here, what you get? zp is equal to x into zr plus p square. Now let us replace what is p, what is r, and what is p square here. Z, p is dou z by dou x is equal to xz. I have multiplied x inside. xz r is dou square z by dou x square plus x into dou z by dou x whole square, because in the place of p we have put dou z by dou x. So this is the required PDE by eliminating arbitrary constants. So this is how we go for second order partial derivatives. If we have 3 or more constants, we should go for second order partial derivatives. Let us take the next problem. We need to form the partial differential equation by eliminating the arbitrary constants a and b. By data, this is the given function. Let us call this as equation number 1. Differentiating partially with respect to x and y, dou z by dou x is equal to, if you differentiate partially with respect to x, y is constant, y as it is, here y as it is, differentiation of x is 1 plus y is constant as it is. If you differentiate this is chain rule. We need to apply chain rule. Differentiation of root is 1 by 2 root. Differentiation of root function is 1 by 2 root into differentiation of the function under the root. If you differentiate this under the root, differentiation of x square is 2x differentiation of minus a square is 0, so leave that, plus differentiation of b will be 0, don't write. What happens, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, so what you get is y plus xy divided by root, call it as equation number 2. Now differentiation with respect to y, if you do z by dou y is equal to, if you differentiate partially with respect to y, your x is constant, x as it is, here x as it is, and differentiation of this with respect to y we are doing. Since we are doing with respect to y, this will be a constant term as it is. This is a constant as it is. Differentiation of y will be 1 plus 0. So call this as equation number 3. Now we need to eliminate, since we have only two constants. Only first order partial derivatives may be sufficient to eliminate the arbitrary constants. If you carefully observe here, in this plane, in this equation number 2, we have only a. There is no b. And even that too, this root containing this a square can be eliminated with the help of this equation. How? You take this x to the LHS, you will get q minus x is equal to this. Q minus x is equal to root. So in the place of root here, you can substitute q minus x, so that your a will also get eliminated. So from 3, we are going to rewrite this equation number 3. See, q minus x is equal to this. So we are going to combine this in equation number 2. And using this in equation 2, we have, see, p is equal to y plus xy divided by root of x square minus a square is x square minus a square is q minus x. So in the place we write q minus x. So there is no arbitrary constants a and b. Or you can rewrite this by taking y to the LHS. It gives p minus y is equal to this. Then you cross multiply, or p minus y into q minus x is equal to xy is the required PDE. You can stop even here also. You can stop. Here they have multiplied. This, and here they have multiplied, and they have rewritten like this. After multiplication and simplification, we get such a PDE. So this is the required PDE after eliminating arbitrary constants.